Hello, this is McD the Beast, and this is McD Sports 4 coming to you today with my New Mexico State football predictions. I meant to do this video yesterday, but I just was too tired. Anyways, I think New Mexico State will be okay this year. I don't know if they'll make a bowl game. They are a independent. They're going to be facing teams basically in the group of five, with the exception of Minnesota. So, let's go ahead and dive into these numbers right here. FBI has them going 6-6, gives 0% chance of going undefeated. They're not in the conference, so no percentage there. I, to win the FBS, I give them like a 0.2% shot. And the only reason I want to give them the 2% shot to win the FBS Independent is because they have the 128th easiest schedule out of 130 teams. And looking at the schedule, it is pretty darn easy. I mean, a lot of Power 5 teams will go undefeated with this schedule. I don't think New Mexico State will go undefeated. I think best case scenario for them is 8-4. I'm going to say worst case scenario for them is 4-8. One other thing to know about New Mexico State, they play in week 0 against Wyoming at home, the first game. So they get 2 byes. So just a note on that. That's why I see 2 byes in their schedule. But anyways, let's go game to game now and see what I have New Mexico State going. Our first game is Wyoming at home against New Mexico State. And Wyoming is actually, New Mexico State's facing Wyoming at home. I've gone back and forth with this game. Wyoming's gonna have a new quarterback, and that's primarily the reason why I'm gonna go ahead and pick New Mexico State to win this game. I think Wyoming with a new quarterback will struggle. I'm going to say New Mexico State goes ahead and wins this game 33-24. Next game is at Minnesota on a Thursday night. I do not see New Mexico State winning this game. I think they'll keep it somewhat close. I have Minnesota winning this game 36-24. I just feel like New Mexico State on the road on a Thursday night, on opening night for a lot of these football teams is going to be tough. Next game is at Utah State. Already did Utah State football predictions. You can go check that video out. The only 2 teams on this schedule that I've done individuals on is Utah State and BYU. We already did the Sun Belt, so like teams like Louisiana, Georgia Southern, and Texas State, I've already said the records. So you can also go watch that video. But anyways, against Utah State on the road, I have them losing this game. I think they'll stay in this game, but I have you all losing this game 33-27. Next game, in-state rivalry game against New Mexico. New Mexico's not going to be good this year. I think New Mexico State's the better team, and with New Mexico State getting New Mexico at home, gotta go with the New Mexico State here. And I'm going to say they're going to win this game 34-24. Next game is at UTEP, probably the worst team in college football according to the FPI. It is the worst team in college football according to the FPI, and they're going to definitely be contending for the worst team in college football. So that's why I have New Mexico State winning this game, and I'm going to say they win this game kind of big, 35-21. So, anyways, then New Mexico State goes on their first bye at 3-2. Pretty good. You're New Mexico State. You're in good position to make a bowl game. Coming off your bye at home against Liberty. You do face Liberty twice this year. I don't know why, but I think you beat them at home. I think you beat them at home. I think you're going to win this game 38-27. Next game is at Louisiana. I'm going to say you go on the road at Louisiana and beat them. I'm going to say you beat Louisiana 29-27. And Louisiana is probably going to be contending for one of the worst teams in the Sun Belt. Next team, Georgia Southern at home. Really going back and forth for this one. I just went with the home team in this one. I'm going New Mexico State to win a tight 30-28 game in this one, and I picked New Mexico State in a bowl game at 6-2. So I definitely don't think they'll be ranked at all this year because their best opponent is going to be Minnesota. But this is a successful season if you are New Mexico State being in a bowl game. Anyways, next game at Texas State. I do think you go on the road and lose to Texas State. I'm going to say you go ahead and lose this one by a touchdown, 35-28. Next game, and the reason why I have them losing to Texas State, they're going to lose one of those two games against Louisiana and Texas State. I'm just saying they have a greater chance to lose against Texas State on the road. So that's why I went with that game. Next game is against Alcorn State. I believe that's a college in Texas, if I'm not mistaken. I think you beat them pretty easily, 42-17. Then you get your second bye, at 7-3. Then you get two games, at BYU and at Liberty. I'm gonna say you lose them both. I think you losing BYU 31-24. I already did BYU football predictions. You can check that video out. But I just think BYU is the better team, especially at home. And then your last game is at Liberty. Already faced Liberty earlier this year. I think Liberty gets some revenge, and I'm going to say Liberty squeaks by you at home. I'm going to say you lose another game on the road. I'm going to say 32-30. So that puts you at 7-5 as on the season. So definitely a good season if you're New Mexico State. Um, you're definitely in a bowl game, so that's good if you're in New Mexico State. So those are my predictions for New Mexico State. Comment down below. Tell me what you think about my New Mexico State football predictions. And please like and subscribe. And this is McD the Beast signing off.